Hi guys, I thought I would put a little video of my own up regarding having a partial thyroidectomy today. Um, I was extremely nervous about the procedure, and it gave me great comfort to see some other people's videos, so I thought I would make my own video and tell you a little bit about my experience. So again, it was a partial thyroidectomy. I had a thyroid nodule that was about just under 4 centimeters on the back of my thyroid. They believe it to be benign, but the surgical biopsy will tell us in about 2 weeks for certain. It was not causing me any symptoms. However, it was growing and it was pushing against the trachea, which they felt would eventually lead to breathing problems. They found the nodule incidentally on an MRI of my neck that I had because I was having some shoulder pain, which turns out was unrelated to this nodule, but they found it, and so, like I said, they followed it for 2 years. It was growing, and they've removed it today. My voice is definitely a little bit raspy and weak, but much better than I expected. And my biggest fear, actually my two biggest fears about surgery were having general anesthesia, and the second is stiff neck and neck pain from the position that you're in for surgery. I do have a lot of problems already with my neck and shoulder and muscle spasm, so this really scared me. However, I'm happy to report that I have almost no neck stiffness. It's a little tighter on the incision, therefore it limits my motion a little until that tightness and swelling goes down and the bandages come off. It looks like it's just a clear bandage around the gauze, but it's actually a pressure bandage. It's on very, very tight. I do have to clear my throat quite often. I believe that's because of the breathing tube. But again, no, I mean, I can turn my head, I can bend my head. I don't really have any muscle spasm or shoulder pain or back pain like a lot of people reported. So extremely happy about that. I did mention it to the surgeon and the anesthesia team, and I think they were careful. So that's good news. The second really awesome news is, or sorry, I'm still on pain medicine and maybe feeling the effects of the anesthesia. The second thing I was really scared about was being intubated. I've never been intubated before. I've never had general anesthesia. And ironically, I am a nurse. I see it regularly. I know that general anesthesia is safe, but just the idea of being paralyzed and having a breathing tube in you scared the crap out of me. Well, I'm happy to say that the staff was competent, they were caring, they made me feel comfortable despite how nervous I was. And after they gave me Versed, which relaxed me in pre-op, I only remember about 5 minutes of being wheeled into the OR. And I wasn't nervous at that point because that was a relaxing medication. And then I don't remember anything. I just remember opening my eyes and being in the recovery room. So everything went great. It was safe. One problem that I am having right now is obviously they tell you to expect some pain after surgery. They give you a narcotic. I had almost no pain after surgery because they must have done some type of nerve block, so I was pretty numb. It didn't bother me. I didn't feel numb, except when I touched it, I could tell I was numb. But when I got home and this local anesthesia is beginning to wear off, I did start to get really sore on the right side, which is the side that I had done. Just sore, almost like you've been punched. But what I'm not sure if is normal, and I will need to call the surgeon tomorrow, is that when I swallow, I'm feeling pain in my jaw, and it's a really sharp pain, like 8 or 9 out of 10. I don't know if this could be like a TMJ, like maybe my jaw was manipulated when the breathing tube went in. But it's only when I swallow. and it feels related to a muscle. So maybe it's just as the swelling and muscle pain gets better, maybe that will get better too, but I am a little concerned about it. Other than that, I can tell that my voice probably is not going to stay like this for long. I expected it to be much weaker, so I think it'll get better every day. Probably is partially raspy also because of the breathing tube. But the experience itself was awesome. The nurses and the doctors try to make you feel very comfortable, and they do a good job of it. The anesthesia is a breeze, even though you're scared of it. I know you are because I was too. Just hoping this little jaw pain and this really sharp pain in my jaw goes away. But overall, it went well, and hopefully that helps you feel a little bit better. Thanks. Bye.